An alert day comes in for later on tonight. More about that in just a moment.
Parking ramp closures and streetwide painting may impact your commute. I'll have those details for you up next.
4 people hurt during a shooting spree in Texas. The suspects leading police on a several hours-long manhunt.
President Trump is threatening more violence against Iran as a peace deal remains out of reach. I'm Bradley Blackburn with Where Things Stand and the new attack that's testing a shaky ceasefire.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you for joining us for News 8 Now this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. On this Monday, May 18th, it is 6 a.m. A new week awaits. We'll start by getting a check on our forecast with meteorologist Art Jarrett, and it's a little bit soggy out there right now.
Pretty much. We had some good-looking storms that started yesterday around, say, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night and continued through the downtown area and worked its way up to the north, and that's where the bulk of that storm activity continued on. Hey, let's take a look at what we've got going on. We've got an alert day from 10 p.m. now all the way to 2 a.m. tonight, so that means we're not going to see much rainfall coming into the afternoon, and we're pretty much almost done right now as far as rain is concerned. We should be finished on down south along I-90 just around the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hour, and that's about it. Hey, we'll get into how this all shapes up as you take a look here. You look at the radar. This is over the last couple of hours, but the bulk of it is out there. You can see most of the heavier rainfall has moved away from Prairie du Chien and Richland Center. It's over by Madison. We'll get into the rainfall from last night, though. You can see it up there by Eau Claire, as well as portions getting up to Bloomer as well and getting into Menominee, and then right back over to Clark County. You can see it from all the way up to the north there, as well as down to the south by areas right by Neilsville, where they got it right down to the downtown area. We'll take a look now at what happens next. We'll get into how this all shapes up. We have a slight risk of severe weather that still continues on, and that is pretty much widespread all the way up to areas except up there by Ladysmith and Rusk County. We'll hold on to this low pressure system that is now over the Great Lakes, mixing between Canada as well as the U.S. and kind of pushing most of this stationary front right through the region. We'll see as we go through it right now. Everybody is opening up some skies currently. A little break now popping up, so no longer cloudier skies. We're looking at mostly cloudy skies to finish out the day. As we get into it right now, we're looking at temperatures in the 50s and the 60s. More about this coming up in just a moment.
Thank you, Art. A heads up now before you head out this morning. Downtown parking ramps are closing this week for annual pressure washing. News 8 Now's Seth Padilla is live with the schedule for us. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. The city begins its 2026 parking ramp pressure washing today, and that means some parking ramps are closed, like the one behind me. I'm going to show you guys what it would look like if you did try to come park at this Pine Street ramp this morning. As you can see, there is a sign that says this area is closed for maintenance, so do not try to park here this morning. Now, each ramp closes the afternoon before its cleaning date, and here's the schedule. The Pine Street ramp is already closed through 4 tomorrow morning. The Main Street and Riverside ramps close at 2 this afternoon and reopen Wednesday. The La Crosse Center ramp closes Tuesday and the Market Square ramp closes Wednesday, and overnight street repainting is also underway across the city, and that's expected to wrap up by May 29th. Now, permit holders can park in any of the other ramps that are open during the time that your ramp is closed. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you for that update, Seth. From the playing field to the front lines, Onalaska High School is honoring a fallen Marine. 19-year-old Michael McMahon, a former student and athlete, died during a training exercise at Camp Pendleton in March. He's now joining the school's Wall of Honor alongside alumni who gave their lives in service to the country. Head football coach Tom Yashinsky, who also lost a former player in 2014, says the community will carry McMahon's memory forward.
When we put the 9 up there back in 2014, I believe, we hoped that we wouldn't have another night like this, but obviously we're very proud of his service and his sacrifice. We get to choose how we honor him, and we're going to do that by how we carry ourselves and live our lives and how we treat each other.
After high school, he played college football at Concordia University before feeling called to serve his country. Rain couldn't stop Westby's 58th Set-and-Day Mai celebration. A parade through downtown capped off a weekend of car shows, markets, food, and activities, all in honor of Norwegian heritage.
I moved away, but came back to see friends and enjoy the community, the parade, the food, and there's the tents over there. There was a bigger tent earlier last night. That was a lot of fun.
None of the other ones like Riverfest, Oktoberfest, they all have their own themes. This one is specifically for Set-na Mai, May 17th. And this is our day that we, gained independence, so.
17 Mai means the 17th of May and marks Norway's Constitution Day. President Trump over the weekend said the clock is ticking on Iran, and as Pakistani officials also push for a return to peace talks, Iran says it plans to soon lay out a plan to move traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. CBS's Bradley Blackburn reports.
President Trump issued a warning to Iran on social media Sunday, posting, "The clock is ticking and they better get moving fast or there won't be anything left of them. Time is of the essence." It came the same day the president reportedly discussed Iran in a phone call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The ceasefire between the two countries is being thwarted again after a drone strike sparked a blaze at a nuclear power plant in the United Arab Emirates. As Pakistan pushes to restart peace talks, the country's interior minister traveled to Tehran over the weekend to meet with Iran's president and parliamentary speaker. This after President Trump rejected the Iranians' latest peace proposal last week.
I looked at it, and if I don't like the first sentence, I just throw it away.
Days later, Iran's foreign minister declared Tehran, quote, cannot trust the Americans at all. Sunday, GOP Senator Lindsey Graham, a staunch Trump ally, pushed for more U.S. military strikes.
Hurt them more. Maybe they'll make a deal if you hurt them enough.
While Democrat Chris Van Hollen said the conflict needs to end.
The fastest way to end the war in Iran is just to stop digging a hole even deeper, and that's what we should do right now.
As hundreds of ships remain stranded in the Strait of Hormuz due to the war, Iran says it will soon unveil a plan to allow some traffic to pass through. President Trump argues the U.S. controls the strait with a military blockade still in place. A new CBS News poll shows that many Americans believe neither side has the advantage in the conflict. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
In the same poll, nearly 70% said they're not receiving a clear understanding of the situation in the Strait of Hormuz. 4 people are hurt, 1 seriously, after a shooting spree across Austin, Texas over the weekend. Police say 2 teen suspects are in custody. A 3rd has been detained, following at least a dozen shootings that started Saturday. Investigators say the suspects stole a gun from a store and a car from an apartment complex before targeting pedestrians and 2 firehouses.
Know what motive would drive anybody to come and drive around senselessly in this city shooting. We've got 2 juveniles, 15 and 17, running around with guns, creating this havoc.
South Austin was briefly under a shelter-in-place order Sunday during the manhunt. The WHO issuing a global health emergency after an Ebola outbreak in Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. It comes after more than 300 suspected cases in that region, at least 88 deaths. The CDC is working with other health officials to ensure the outbreak is managed, they say, and they maintain the risk to Americans is currently low. CBS News Radio signing off Friday after nearly a century on the air. The service has been delivering news, that is, since 1927, including Edward R. Murrow's World War II dispatches from London. Its World News Roundup remains the longest-running newscast in the country. The shutdown comes amid broader cuts under new CBS News editor-in-chief Barry Weiss, who cited challenging economic realities and a shift in radio programming strategies. The time now is 6:07. Still ahead on your morning news, a popular ice cream brand being pulled from shelves. It may be in your freezer. What to look out for. The FAA is changing how it hires and trains its air traffic controllers. We'll tell you why. And Memorial Day weekend is just days away. The Iran war making it more expensive to get where you're going. What you need to know before you hit the road or airport.
Find everything you need to start off the summer and get an 11% rebate at Menards. We're your one-stop shop for all your summer essentials. Whether you're stocking up on everyone's favorite snacks, making the patio perfect for entertaining family and friends, or getting ready to gather around the grill, Menards has everything you need for your get-togethers all summer long. Save big and celebrate with these hot deals at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. And now that we've combined networks, T-Mobile covers more places than ever before. America's best network just got bigger. Join now and your plan price is guaranteed for 5 years. T-Mobile and US Cellular, better together.
Spring is a special time for farmers. It's a renewal of their commitment to their chosen lifestyle. You can support your local family farms this spring by purchasing Westby Creamery dairy products often. Stock up on fresh Westby French onion dip, award-winning cottage cheese, sweet cream butter, and other delicious dairy products. Visit the Westby Creamery Cheese Store on Main Street in Westby, or look for Westby Creamery products in the dairy case at your local grocery store.
Big news, Cooley Region. Unity Fitness and Revive Wellness have a brand new home, and we're opening the doors to something bigger. Join us May 30th from 11 to 2 for our grand opening. Live music, games, samples, and more. Tour the space, win prizes, and grab exclusive membership specials. If you've been waiting for the right time to take control of your health, this is it. Unity Fitness, Revive, and Birdies. Grand opening on May 30th, 11 to 2.
At Eagle Crest North Senior Living, you'll find more than just a place to live. You'll find a lifestyle, beautiful spaces, thoughtful amenities, and a welcoming community. Start your day with coffee on the patio. Spend some quiet time in the library. Join your neighbor for a friendly game of virtual golf, or just take the day as it comes. And when you're feeling social, there's always something going on. Comfortable living with just the right touch of luxury. Eagle Crest North Senior Living is now open. Come see it for yourself.
Shopping for your next car or truck? Get more with Maury's. At Maury's Auto Group, more isn't extra. It's just what we do. More transparency, more clarity, more trust, and more value with Maury's More Care program, which includes complimentary first year of maintenance on new vehicles and complimentary powertrain warranty on pre-owned vehicles. That's real peace of mind long after you drive off the lot. Find your more at Maury'sAuto.com. Get more with Maury's.
In your morning consumer news, check your freezer. Strauss Family Creamery organic ice cream being recalled over possible metal fragments. The affected flavors, vanilla bean, strawberry, cookie dough, Dutch chocolate, and mint chip, were sold in pints and quarts at stores in 17 states, including Wisconsin, since May 4th. And another recall, Blackstone Products pulling some of its Parmesan ranch seasoning over salmonella concerns. The contamination linked to a previously recalled powdered milk ingredient. 3 lots of the product were sold at Walmart and on the Blackstone website nationwide. The FAA is revising down its air traffic controller staffing needs from 15,000 to about 13,000 by 2028. The agency says changes to how it hires, trains, and schedules workers make the lower number sufficient to keep the skies safe. President Trump warning Iran reach a deal or face total destruction, but with peace talks stalled and gas prices sky high ahead of Memorial Day weekend, Jen Sullivan looks at what the ongoing war means for your summer travel plans.
From high gas prices to soaring airfares, travelers are bracing for an expensive summer.
I have a vehicle that takes premium gas only, and I'm not driving it very often now.
As of Sunday, the national average for a gallon of regular gas was $4.51, according to AAA. Before the war with Iran, the average was $2.98. That's more than a 50% increase in less than 3 months. And drivers hitting the road on Memorial Day weekend should expect prices to remain high.
We're paying well over what we were this time last year.
AAA spokesperson Aixa Diaz says the pain at the pump isn't stopping people from traveling, though. AAA estimates a record 45 million people will travel 50 miles or more between this upcoming Thursday through Memorial Day on the 25th. And experts warn high prices will likely continue until the war with Iran is over.
Once we see a little bit more clarity in the timing and the scope of any agreement, oil prices would likely start going down noticeably.
Iran's hold on traffic through the Strait of Hormuz is keeping supplies lower than normal. Normally, 20% of the world's oil supply travels through this key waterway, and a deal to end the war appears far off between the U.S. and Iran. When asked about the negotiations recently, President Donald Trump said this.
They have fully agreed no nuclear, and if they have any nuclear of any form, I don't read the rest of the letter.
Many experts say if the strait remains closed through the start of the summer, gas prices could be even higher by July 4th. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
If you've got a consumer question, you can send it in to Michelle Renee Quinn. She'll take your questions straight to the experts on weekend mornings, money, scams, insurance. Nothing is off limits. You can reach her at the email on your screen. That's a look at your consumer news. We'll send it over to Art now. He's got an update on our forecast.
Thank you, Alexander. As we get into this, we're going to be seeing drier conditions now to finish out your morning commute. Skies are also opening up a little bit more, so little breaks of sunshine are starting to peek out right now. 62 degrees for La Crosse. You're looking at winds about 12 miles per hour. 55 degrees over in Eau Claire. Winds are calm also in Winona, and so we're backing off the alert day. We're holding on for the one that's coming later on tonight, though, so bear that in mind. We'll get into it as we roll right into the morning hours. The winds are fairly light, up to 10 miles per hour. We're also seeing the gusts. They were up to 18 to 20 miles per hour. They're also backing off a little bit now, as you can see, maybe up to 18 possibly as we get into the 11 o'clock hour, and then they're also going to kind of quell as well until we get back to the evening hours. We'll hold on to rainfall. That's really pretty much over us. We have a few light showers currently as we go through the morning hours. Then eventually we'll see some drier conditions to finish out going into the remainder of the day. We'll see that between probably about 6 o'clock or so. Then maybe some showers start to appear by the 8 o'clock hour. We're also seeing this area of low pressure really starting to move the system out of the region, but there is more on the way. We're going to hold on to the temperatures in the 70s and the 40s. Eventually we're seeing warmer temperatures into the central portion of the nation, and that's what's keeping us. I've bumped the temperature down just a little bit, down to 79 degrees to hold on to how this all shapes up. So we're looking at widespread 70s in the forecast. And of course, we're also going to be seeing a little bit cooler for tomorrow as well. We'll get into the alert day that kicks in from 10 p.m. all the way to 2 a.m. tonight. That's for all areas. Of course, the main hazard will be about damaging winds. We'll get into this, as you can see, slowly but surely, a little moisture down to the south along Prairie du Chien as well, getting to Richland Center. Bosqueville's in that too. We finish out going drier as we go into the 1 o'clock hour. And the afternoon, we're seeing by the time we get in the 8 o'clock hour, more showers start to appear up there between Black River Falls and Eau Claire. Storm activity moves in, coming in from the southwest, and as it does, it's going to be pretty much hectic as we get more storms coming in all the way up by areas by Russ County to Eau Claire County and right back down to La Crosse County, and then Prairie du Chien getting into Crawford and Vernon County as well. That tracks over to the east a little bit, though. As we get in the midnight hour, that still continues to drive with storm activity associated with that, and as it does, eventually by 1 o'clock, storms are starting to leave the region. You're still seeing some down to the south, though, by Prairie du Chien, Richland Center, and as we finish out by the 3 o'clock hour, we're pretty much done with the threat. We'll hold on to light to moderate showers to finish out, going into a break as we go into the 4 o'clock hour. Then by sunrise, we're still holding on to a few light showers. That continues on and up and out they go by 9 o'clock in the morning. Then eventually by 11 o'clock, we're pretty much done with any type of shower activity. We'll go all the way through Tuesday, and we'll find ourselves with cooler conditions, and then we'll even see skies begin to clear as we go into Tuesday night, going into the overnight hours. And that means we're going to see some real cool conditions working in. We'll see a slight risk of severe weather associated with all the storm activity I just showed you. Once you get into Tuesday, though, temperatures in the 50s and the low to middle 60s in the forecast, and eventually we'll see slightly cooler conditions to possibly lead behind that as well. But we're going to be seeing temperatures today, 79 degrees, 65 tomorrow, 63 for Wednesday. Better looking sun, though, out in the sunshine, hold on to partly cloudy skies, leaving us with a little bit of cloud cover returning for Thursday and Friday, where storms come in for Saturday. Then we'll leave into the Sunday and Monday to finish out your Memorial Day holiday. You're looking at least some clearing skies out there. Be safe and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Art. As you start to wake up, we'll leave you with a live look, wake-up call, view of Indianapolis, Indiana from above. This is a view of the Indiana War Memorial and downtown. Stay with us. We'll have more news after your morning sports blitz.
Coming up in sports, the border battle continues as the Brewers were going for the sweep over the Twins, plus a surprise winner in the PGA Championship. I've got the highlights coming up in the Morning Blitz.
Parking ramp closures and streetwide painting may impact your morning commute. I'll have those details for you coming up.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage,
yes,
man?
Sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra with the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra, leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. During GMC Truck Month, get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments until after Labor Day.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Welcome to Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet. Shop our huge selection of upholstery by Ashley, Catnapper, and Best Home Furnishings. Sleep better with our selection of double-sided, hybrid, or all-foam mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedroom sets available. Set your dining room up with a new table, chairs, bar stools, or counter height available. Throw down a rug to complete any room, scatters, 5x8s, 8x10s, and more. No gimmicks, no corporate hassles. Open 7 days a week. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Oakleaf Surgical Hospital has always been dedicated to delivering exceptional care close to home. Now we're expanding that commitment with River Prairie Surgery Center, opening in early 2026 in Altoona. This new outpatient campus extends Oakleaf's trusted surgical excellence into a modern, convenient setting designed for faster recovery, enhanced comfort, and more affordable care for our patients. Together, Oakleaf Surgical Hospital and River Prairie Surgery Center are strengthening access to high-quality care across Western Wisconsin today and for the future.
Password 1234.
Incorrect password.
Technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lead.
This is the job for sponsored jobs. Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
A high-capacity transmission line in Vernon County could pave the way for a controversial data center or other project. With no township zoning, one property sale could bring major change. Tonight at 6, News 8 investigates. News 8 Now, Sports.
Welcome to the Morning Blitz. The Milwaukee Brewers have been red hot going into Sunday, winning 9 of their last 10 and had a chance to sweep the Twins at Target Field yesterday afternoon. Let's go there. Christian Yelich back in the lineup after missing the last 4 games. Robert Gasser on the mound for Milwaukee, but already in some trouble in the first. Man on, and Cody Clemens gets one down the line and right, and it is trouble. Into the corner. That's going to bring in a run as Minnesota takes an early 1-0 lead. Brewers looking to answer in the second. Man on first for Sal Frelick, the liner to right. And oh no, Austin Martin can't make the grab. That's going to allow Jake Bauers to come around to score as Milwaukee ties this game up at 1. Then in the third inning, it's Clemens again, and this time he sends one to left field, and it's off the wall. Jeffers looking to score. Ortiz, the cutoff man, the throw home, but it's off the mark. Gasser not backing up the throw as it goes into the dugout. Clemens will score on the Little League homer. It's 3-1 Twins. Milwaukee trying to fight back. First, Garrett Mitchell going to unload on this pitch. 115 miles per hour off the bat, and it leaves in a hurry. The solo shot pulls the Brewers within 1. Then next inning, you love to see this. Christian Yelich almost the exact same spot as the captain is going to tie this game at 3. However, that wouldn't last long as in the bottom of the 5th, Ryan Jeffers is going to take Grant Anderson yard over the wall in the left. Minnesota back on top. Now 5-3 in the 9th. Brewers down to their last out, but with a few men on. Jake Bauer singles in the right. That scores Terang, and now Milwaukee is within 1. Next batter, Sal Frelick looking to be the hero, but he pops up behind the plate, and that will be the ball game. Twins avoid the sweep as they get the win, 5-4. The final. The good news for the Brewers is the Cubs also lost yesterday, so that means no ground was lost in the standings. In fact, every NL Central team lost yesterday. Both the Brewers and the Cardinals set a game and a half back from first, while the Pirates and the Reds continue to slide as they are both 5 games back from the Cubs. Final round of the PGA Championship at Newtown Square, Pennsylvania. A lot of good golfers in the mix on day 4, including Jon Rahm. Here he is with a birdie putt on the second hole of the round. Rahm would finish in second place at 6 under par, and your winner would be Aaron Rai. A bit of a shocking win, just his second career win on the tour and his first major championship. Rai would shoot 5 under par on the day, put him in at 8 under on the week. The first English golfer to win the PGA Championship since 1919, and he's taking home $3.7 million. What a weekend. That'll do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
The frequent diners at Houghton's know all about the made-from-scratch home-cooked faves. Chicken dumpling soup, the penny nickel dime meatballs, or baked chicken. Then there's the famous Friday fish fry. Those are just some of the faves where family and friends gather. Houghton's Jackson Street Pub.
At Spectrum, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between speed, reliability, and value. That's why Spectrum fiber-powered internet gives you all three for just $40 a month. No contracts, no commitment. Just great internet at a great price. Spectrum fiber-powered internet delivers the fastest and most reliable internet for everything you do at home. Streaming, gaming, and connecting. Switch today and get Spectrum fiber-powered internet for just $40 a month. Call now or go online.
Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's where you'll find the best furniture in the area. And now, during our Memorial Day sale, the prices are better than ever. Only at Drury's will you find store-wide sale prices, special financing, and even free gas. You'll find incredible savings on furniture for every room in your home. From Daniels Amish, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel and Stressless. Great sale prices, special financing, and even free gas. The Memorial Day sale on now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Family owned for over 100 years.
News 8 and Dairyland Power Cooperative presents Top Notch Teacher, celebrating the educators who go above and beyond. Nominate a teacher who sparks curiosity, shows kindness, or changes a life. Share a short story about what they do. Include their name, school, and grade, and any examples that make them exceptional. Visit news8000.com/topnotchteacher to submit your nomination today. Help us honor the teachers shaping our future.
If your basement walls are peeling, that is not appealing. So this is water damage?
Yes, sir. That's water damage.
How many people right now have compromise in their basement brought on by water?
Oh, the majority. I mean, water is the enemy of a home.
Right.
But it's better to have it assessed to give you that ease of mind.
Sure.
Inspections are free. Might as well just give us a call to help.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
Big news, Cooley Region. Unity Fitness and Revive Wellness have a brand new home, and we're opening the doors to something bigger. Join us May 30th from 11 to 2 for our grand opening. Live music, games, samples, and more. Tour the space, win prizes, and grab exclusive membership specials. If you've been waiting for the right time to take control of your health, this is it. Unity Fitness, Revive, and Birdies. Grand opening on May 30th, 11 to 2. There's something new for dinner at the place where family and friends gather. Seared beef tips. 6 ounces of seared beef tips with sauteed onions and mushrooms. Open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday for dine-in and carry-out. Houghton's Jackson Street Pub.
First warn weather on News 8 Now.
An alert day returns at 10 p.m. tonight, going all the way to 2 a.m. Tuesday morning. More about that coming in just a moment.
Parking ramp closures and streetwide painting may impact your commute. I'll have those details for you up next.
4 people hurt during a shooting spree in Texas. The suspect leading police on an hours-long manhunt. Memorial Day is coming up. We've got some tips from the La Crosse Fire Department, how to stay safe on the water.
Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Monday, May 18th. It is 6:27. Thanks for waking up with us. We'll start by getting a check on your weather for the day with meteorologist Art Jarrett. And you might want to pack the umbrella if you're heading out, right, Art?
Pretty much. Well, we'll see some showers to finish out this early morning. Then once we get into the afternoon, we'll go dry. And then showers return back again by the 8 o'clock hour. Storms come back again tonight, as you can see. Much cooler for Tuesday, as well as getting into Wednesday as well. And we're going to find ourselves getting into this. We'll hold on to this light rainfall working out of the region gradually. You can see it by La Crosse, Black River Falls, and kind of spritzels up there by Eau Claire. And of course, you have a shower or two down by areas by Prairie du Chien. This is what happened later on this earlier this morning, 1 a.m. You can see for up there in Eau Claire along I-94, and that continued on, getting closer towards Neillsville as well in Clark County. And good looking storms right over the downtown area there. As we get right back into how this all shapes up, we're going to hold on to these showers for this early morning to be light. We'll also get into a slight risk of severe weather that will be pretty pretty much for tonight now as we get into it. We'll hold on to this area of low pressure that is still dragging another frontal boundary that's still with us here, kind of moving through the area gradually. A lot more is coming back out of Kansas as well from later on for tonight. Dry conditions holding on to the area today, 62 degrees in La Crosse, 55 in Eau Claire. Calm winds are holding on right now for you there, holding on to calm winds for Winona, and La Crosse has winds up to about 12 miles per hour. Temperatures in the 50s and the 60s currently right now. As we load it up, we're holding on to some showers, possibly again going to the 6 and 7 o'clock hour for this time slot. We'll also see it for Eau Claire, similar conditions as well. We'll decrease the clouds gradually as we get into the afternoon, holding on to at least mostly cloudy skies, but you can see the winds are going to be light and the temperatures 70s widespread. Be safe and have a wonderful day.
All right, and a heads up before you head out this morning, downtown parking ramps are closing this week for annual pressure washing. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is live with the schedule and an update. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Alexandra. The city begins its 2026 parking ramp pressure washing schedule today, and I'll move out of the way here to show you what it actually looks like. So as you can see, this is Pine Street ramp and it is closed, and actually some of those workers that you see on the screen right now, they are city workers who are going to be pressure washing. They just arrived here. You can also see it has a sign that says this area is closed for maintenance, so do not try to park here this morning. Now each ramp closes the afternoon before its cleaning date, and here's the schedule. The Pine Street ramp is already closed through 4 tomorrow morning. The Main Street and Riverside ramps close at 2 this afternoon and reopen Wednesday. The La Crosse Center ramp closes Tuesday and the Market Square ramp closes Wednesday. Overnight street repainting is also underway across the city, expected to wrap up by May 29th. Now permit holders can park in any of the other ramps that are open during the time their ramp is closed. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
All right, thank you for that update, Seth. From the playing field to the front lines, Onalaska High School is honoring a fallen Marine. 19-year-old Michael McMahon, a former student athlete, died during a training exercise at Camp Pendleton in March. He's now joining the school's Wall of Honor alongside alumni who gave their lives in service to this country.
When we put the 9 up there back in 2014, I believe, we hoped that we wouldn't have another night like this, but obviously we're very proud of his service and his sacrifice. We get to choose how we honor him, and we're going to do that by how we carry ourselves and live our lives and how we treat each other.
After high school, he played college football at Concordia University before feeling called to serve his country. President Trump, meanwhile, said the clock is ticking on Iran as Pakistani officials also push for a return to peace talks. Iran says it plans to soon lay out a plan to move traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. CBS News' Bradley Blackburn reports.
President Trump issued a warning to Iran on social media Sunday, posting, "The clock is ticking and they better get moving fast or there won't be anything left of them. Time is of the essence." It came the same day the president reportedly discussed Iran in a phone call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The ceasefire between the two countries is being thwarted again after a drone strike sparked a blaze at a nuclear power plant in the United Arab Emirates. As Pakistan pushes to restart peace talks, the country's interior minister traveled to Tehran over the weekend to meet with Iran's president and parliamentary speaker. This after President Trump rejected the Iranians' latest peace proposal last week.
I looked at it, and if I don't like the first sentence, I just throw it away.
Days later, Iran's foreign minister declared Tehran, quote, cannot trust the Americans at all. Sunday, GOP Senator Lindsey Graham, a staunch Trump ally, pushed for more U.S. military strikes.
Hurt them more. Maybe they'll make a deal if you hurt them enough.
While Democrat Chris Van Hollen said the conflict needs to end.
The fastest way to end the war in Iran is just to stop digging a hole even deeper, and that's what we should do right now.
As hundreds of ships remain stranded in the Strait of Hormuz due to the war, Iran says it will soon unveil a plan to allow some traffic to pass through. President Trump argues the U.S. controls the strait with a military blockade still in place. A new CBS News poll shows that many Americans believe neither side has the advantage in the conflict. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
The same poll found that nearly 70% said that they're not receiving a clear understanding of the situation in the Strait of Hormuz. In Texas, 4 people are hurt, one seriously after a shooting spree across Austin. Police say 2 teen suspects are in custody. A third has been detained following at least a dozen shootings that started Saturday. Investigators say the suspects stole a gun from a store and a car from an apartment complex before targeting pedestrians, apartments, and 2 firehouses. The WHO issuing a global health emergency after an Ebola outbreak in Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. The move, it comes after more than 300 suspected cases in the region and at least 88 deaths. The CDC is working with other health officials to ensure the outbreak is managed and says the risk to Americans is currently low. It is back and growing again. Chief photographer Chuck Oadsma says he remembers when line dancing was the new big thing. Now he found it again for this week's eyepiece.
Heal, recover, sweep and songs. It's gaining a great deal of popularity right now. There are a lot of social media channels and a lot of teachers, a lot of choreography gets published every day. And yeah, bars, teachers, all over the world. It's very, very popular right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, stop.
It's a fun way to find community here in lacrosse too. Different ages come to these, and so just new form of community, and also just like finding movement, a de-stress from finals from college. And I don't know, I just love music and love dancing, so just a new outlet for me.
Right pivot, left shuffle forward, left pivot, right shuffle forward.
I guess I like, the country music, and I don't know, it's my favorite type of dancing is line dancing, and here in lacrosse I'll know more people, so that's a bonus, and so I really like that. It's my hometown.
We're going to do it to a slightly slower song just to start.
Come to this, it's super fun. As you can see, there's quite a few people here, but they can definitely hold more in this place, so come try it out.
5, 6, 7, 8, swoop, stomp, right.
Before we head to break, it's time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
All right, Riley is 8, and she's an animal lover, especially dogs.
Hogan is 18. He loves sports, his pets, his friends, his family, and music.
Right on. Edmund is 88, and of course, he's a retired Navy veteran and an EMS responder and enjoys gardening.
Happy birthday to you, Ed. If you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88, we'd love to feature them.
Well, that's right. Just upload their photo to our website, news8000.com, and look for the Submit Pictures button on the Home tab on our website.
Coming up, Molly McCormick joins us with tips on how to stay safe on the water this summer.
During the Memorial Day sale at Home Sleep Express, save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Pay no interest for 5 years and get a $300 shopping cart with free delivery and setup. The Tempur-Pedic Memorial Day sale, now at Home Sleep Express.
Sunken or uneven concrete only worsens with time due to changing seasons, stress on the slab, or poorly compacted soil. Your sunken concrete won't get better with time, but it will with our modern solutions. Choose American Waterworks.
Let's go!
Seatbelts?
Nah, don't worry about it.
All right.
Those dudes are going nowhere fast. Donald Driver! Buckle up, fellas. If you don't, it could cost you money or worse.
I told you.
You were right. Click it or kick it. Together, we can save lives.
Now is the time to get your AC cleaned and checked. And Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning is who you want to call. Prevent the buildup of dust and dirt to keep you and your family breathing healthy, clean air with your trusted, trained comfort specialist. Check out our Google reviews and call 782-0664 today for your AC clean and check. Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning. It's hard to stop a train.
Your trained comfort specialist, Bagnevsky.
Bring on the fun and bring home a new Honda. Drive with the confidence that comes with Honda Sensa, whether it's across the country or just around the corner. Honda's family of hybrids and EVs are ready for wherever the road takes you. All from the 2025 Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a $259 per month lease or 5.49% APR on a 2026 Civic Sport Hybrid Sedan.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. When you need to communicate, you can communicate.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. Plus, over the past 5 years, T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus Verizon and AT&T, and enjoy a 5-year price guarantee on experience plans.
The value that we get with T-Mobile is excellent.
On the frontier of flavor, a crispy fan favorite returns. Mexi Rolls are back for a limited time with mouth-watering West Mex flavors made in-house daily. Roll in before they ride off, only at Taco John's.
Don't sleep on the Memorial Day truckload mattress sale at Home Sleep Express. Buy a Total Comfort Queen or King mattress and get a free bedding bundle. Or get this Invigorate Plush Queen mattress for just $629 during the Memorial Day truckload mattress sale, only at Home Sleep Express.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Data centers may be the backbone of the internet, but they come with controversy. More than 50 stand in Wisconsin right now, but none in the Driftless area. Ken Kozarowski joins us this morning. Good morning, Ken.
Morning, Alexandra.
So you're hearing that some county officials are now taking action to keep it that way. Tell us about that.
Yes, exactly. Vernon County, to be specific, they are not thrilled at the idea of data centers coming into their backyard, wreaking havoc on the natural resources. Obviously, bordered by the Kickapoo and Mississippi rivers, they've got the Bad Axe River, so a lot of natural resources and wildlife that they take pride in, and they say their residents, that's the reason why they live out there. So they have that central to their identity, and they're afraid of data centers coming into the region because it's tied to another piece of infrastructure. There's a proposed energy transmission line that we've been covering for months here on News 8 that would go through the heart of Vernon and Crawford counties. They think if massive energy infrastructure is coming this way, a data center might follow. But Vernon County has a bit of a problem. It is one of just 3 counties in Wisconsin without any general zoning ordinance to govern their townships. So that means no potential county review to approve something like a data center deal.
Vulnerable is an excellent word, because all they need right now is a site and a willing landowner to sell, and sky's the limit on that.
So county officials trying to combat that problem tonight. My report on what path the county can take to try and restrict data centers from setting up in their backyard and what hurdles they'll need to clear. And it's not so simple as just one county action in a meeting. It's going to take a little bit of legwork and some involvement from more than 20 townships in Vernon County. So a little bit of a collaboration that's needed here.
Okay, for sure. Data centers kind of all the rage and the talk right now. So interesting to dive into that.
An inevitability almost, because we're so inclined in the digital age, but not everyone wants it in their backyard.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we'll be looking for that tonight, Ken. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, getting your local forecast right now, you can see this area of low pressure continues to drag this moisture through the region. As it does, we'll continue on, kind of push this out of the way. We'll see how this all shapes up right now. We'll take a look here, getting into areas right by La Crosse. You're rolling on to 62 degrees. Winds up to at least 12 miles per hour. Calm winds for areas right by Eau Claire, as well as Winona. We're opening up the skies just a tad bit. We're still seeing overcast conditions, but there are a few breaks from time to time in the cloud field. We'll get back to Onalaska. You're looking at some wet roadways out there for folks that are on the commute trail right now, holding on to how this all shapes up for Black River Falls as well. 53 degrees out there currently. Feels like 54 degrees. You've got some wet roads out there too for you. We'll also get back to Toma, where you're looking at 59 degrees up. Just switched over to 61, 62 degrees. You're holding on to some wet roadways out there right now. And as we get into it, you have still a little possibility of some showers kicking in through the 6 o'clock hour, possibly going to the 8 o'clock hour as well. We'll see similar conditions for Eau Claire, similar conditions where the rainfall is about 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, light shower activity as well. We'll see this kind of drag on. You're seeing drier conditions up by Ladysmith. You see a few showers by Eau Claire, similar for La Crosse as well. The bulk of that's mostly down towards areas between Vernon County as well as Crawford County, and it tracks over towards Richland Center, and it kind of moves out of the way towards Juneau County. We're also taking a look here as there's the low pressure I mentioned before. That continues to drag its way for more of that moisture all the way from Kansas as well, and that's going to move that well into our region gradually. We're going to hold on to some warmer air still as we get right into the low 70s possibly as we we finish out how it goes, we're seeing widespread 70s in the forecast as well. You'll see up to the north 71 degrees. And of course, we'll also take a look at the alert day that kicks in. That goes from 10 p.m. tonight all the way to 2 a.m. for Tuesday in the overnight hours. You'll see that for all areas coming in from west, I should say from the west, but it's going to be from north to south across the entire region, scooting out eventually as we finish out by the 2 a.m. hour for tonight. We'll see that as we go along. You're seeing, first of all, we start off with some light moisture. That's what's happening right now. That kicks out of the way. Once we get to the 10:30 hour, we open up the skies and gradually seeing little pockets here and there of some sunshine. But you're going to see as we finish out by 9 o'clock tonight, showers start to come back again across I-94, and then we'll see widespread thunderstorm activity working across the region from Eau Claire all the way to La Crosse, extending down to Prairie du Chien, and it continues to move up to Rusk County as well, and then tracks gradually out of the region as you can see it falling apart by the midnight hour, and by 1 o'clock or so, most of which Eau Claire is out of it. You're seeing most of I-94 is out of it. Some light rainfall still progresses, but the storm activity is out of the way. La Crosse is out of it as well. Even Sparta is out of that too. You'll see that kick out of the region, and eventually we'll get into a break, holding on to the possibility of this coming in. You can see the break right there by 5 o'clock in the morning. Then we'll see it come back again. Light showers to finish out going on into Tuesday. You'll see 10 a.m. to have a few light showers as well, finishing out by the 12 o'clock hour now, and we'll go dry all the way until we get into, until we get right back into your Wednesday. You're seeing drier conditions and cooler conditions on the way. We'll get into a slight risk of severe weather. That's what we're anticipating. That will be dangerous for damaging winds pretty much, and some heavy rainfall is associated with that. The winds will kick up, try to at least. We'll hold on to 60s and the 50s in the forecast today. As we get into tomorrow, similar conditions as well. I should say for tomorrow, that's what's going to happen. You'll see 79 today, 65 for tomorrow, 63 for Wednesday, a little extra sunshine. Thursday, the clouds start to increase again. We've got the dark skies out there with the possibility of a nighttime rainfall coming in for Friday and Saturday. Saturday has more showers. There's a 30% chance, and I apologize about that. For Memorial Day, clearly is on Monday, but you're going to be seeing drier conditions across the board. Back to you.
With Memorial Day weekend just around the corner, local crews are already thinking about safety on the water, and you should be too. Last summer, the La Crosse Fire Department responded to a surge in water rescues, including several in just one holiday stretch. And we are joined now by Molly McCormick with the La Crosse Fire Department to tell us a little bit more. Good morning. Great to see you again.
Good morning.
So last summer, you saw that spike in water rescues. Tell us a little bit about what stood out to about those calls.
Yeah, so over the 4th of July weekend last year, we had a huge uptick in water calls. Wow. You know, more water calls that one shift might see in a whole lifetime on their career here at the fire department. And I think what stood out to us is it was just a matter of, did folks have a life jacket? Because that made the rescue a whole lot easier, a whole lot stressful for those individuals. And then the weather played a huge impact. We had really high water levels during that time, and it just changes the water. So before going out, make sure that you have a plan, make sure that you've done your research, look at that river forecast, what's going on, make sure that you have a cell phone. When you can give us a call, we're really proud of the response times that we had on that weekend, and it's because people called us right away, and that makes a huge difference.
Okay, yeah, we know those seconds really matter.
Yeah, so what are the biggest mistakes folks make on the water?
I think that, you know, we were just talking before the cameras came on about that false confidence.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how long you've been going out on your boat. It doesn't matter how strong of a swimmer that you are. You need to make sure that you have the right tools. You need to make sure that they're up to date. We don't think about fires on our boats because we're surrounded by water, but they can happen. They do happen. We have gasoline, you have batteries, you have a lot going on. Yeah. So making sure that you have that fire extinguisher, making sure that not only do you have the tools, but you know how to use them. Those are all important
I would
things.
also even say, maybe, sorry for interrupting, maybe respecting the water, respecting the people that are around you and those that may need to save you.
100%. I didn't grow up in this area, but I have a huge amount of respect for the Mississippi. I mean, they call it the mighty
Mississippi.
Mississippi. You don't want to mess around with it. So making sure that you're doing things by the book is going to be really important to keep you safe. Making sure that you've thought about an emergency before that emergency happens. So what tools do you have? And I think that instinctually, somebody goes into the water, you have that emergency happen, you want to jump in and get them right away, right? Like that's where our mind goes. But you got to give yourself that moment to pause, because that's not the safest option. Even as professional rescuers, the fire department isn't going to go into we have to, right?
Okay.
So we're going to do the reach, throw, go model.
Okay.
And so we're going to try to reach for that person. So do you have a pole on your boat? Do you have an oar on your boat that you can grab for that person? It's going to keep you safe. It's going to help keep them safe. Do you have something that can float that you can throw to them? And then last resort, going in.
Okay.
But if you go in, make sure you have that life jacket on.
Okay, so yeah, you brought these here, the fire extinguisher. This is the pole or something that you can reach with. Okay, and then of course life jackets, very important as well.
Yeah, those life jackets and alcohol use, and watching out for that too. People don't really think about that as well.
Yeah, you're not going to drink 6 beers and hop in your car, right? And so the same thing comes to your boat. We don't want to make sure that you are staying hydrated with lots of water, because the sun also impacts you when you're out on the boat. So that alcohol use combined just isn't a good mix. We want to make sure that we're keeping people safe. Having up-to-date life jackets, they do go bad after 5-6 years. You want to make sure that you're getting them replaced. The material breaks down. All of that makes a difference. And our captain that runs our water team, he has the best quote that I've ever heard. It's, when we come up to somebody and they're in a life jacket, they're not panicked, right? There's a moment that it's still an emergency, but there's so much less panic. So just because you have them on the boat, because that's the law, doesn't do you any good if you go in the water. So make sure you're wearing those life jackets.
You've got to put them on. Right, okay. And so if somebody does find themselves in trouble in the water, just remind us again what we should do, what the process is there.
Number one, I want you to stay calm. I know that that's hard in that situation, especially if it's a kiddo, but give yourself a minute, just a quick breath, and then go for that reach, throw, go model. And so can you reach them from the boat to get them back in? Can you throw something to them that floats? It doesn't have to be this fancy throw bag that we have at the fire department. Can you get a life jacket to them, a floating cushion, a cooler, something that's going to help them to hold on until you can get closer. And then lastly, go ahead and get in that water. Make sure that you're protecting yourself. If you get into trouble, now we've got 2 folks in trouble, maybe the smartest thing is to get a hold of us. Let us get out there. We're happy to come. We're eager to come help you.
Okay, and you've got all the tools. And of course, if you have a boat or you're on the water, make sure you have all of these.
100%.
All right, Molly, thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm Adriana Diaz. Coming up on CBS Mornings, actor Hayden Panettiere will be here to talk about her new memoir. It's an intimate look at the highs and lows of her life. And former Survivor castaway Rob Castorina will help us get ready for the Survivor 50 finale, who he thinks will make it to the final tribal council. All that's coming up on CBS Mornings.
With Maxwell White's new zero-dig sewer lining technology, we can repair your main drain line from the inside. No torn-up lawns, no destroyed driveways, no mess. Contact Maxwell White today and experience the zero-dig advantage.
Are you ready to build your future? Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor is hiring and wants you to apply. No experience necessary. We will train the right candidate. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
Some ice cream hits different. Introducing Heartland by Nature's Touch. From rich and timeless classics to fresh twists on childhood favorites. And the heavyweights of the bakery. This ice cream is so good, you'll need a moment. Heartland by Nature's Touch. Don't just eat it, experience it.
The pain was excruciating. It was bone on bone. And the orthopedic surgeon said, you need surgery. I didn't want the downtime.
Then Leo found QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative therapy and experts in resolving chronic joint pain with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
And I said, that's what I want. They can give me the help that I need.
Leo joined thousands who have found lasting relief from their chronic pain. Find out if you're a candidate by calling for a free consultation, 715-469-6462.
That inflammation went away and the pain went away. I'm able to work. Then I can do the things that I want to do now. I would recommend regenerative medicine over surgery any day. I got the help that I needed.
Don't let pain control your life any longer. For your free consultation, call QC Kinetics today, 715-469-6462, 469-6462.
We've done many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
A high-capacity transmission line in Vernon County could pave the way for a controversial data center or other project. With no township zoning, one property sale could bring major change. Tonight at 6, News 8 investigates. It's an easy puzzle to solve. The one app your phone can't live without. Bringing you local news, sports, streaming video, and a lot more. The News 8 Now app. Get it today. Oh, and good job on the puzzle. The First Warn Weather app. Download it today.
The city begins its 2026 parking ramp pressure washing today, and that means some parking ramps are closed, like the one behind me. I'll step out of the way here so you can see what it looks like if you were to come to this Pine Street ramp to park here this morning. As you can see, there's a sign that says this area is closed for maintenance, and you can see some of those workers starting the pressure washing today. Each ramp closes the afternoon before its cleaning date, and here's the schedule. The Pine Street ramp is already closed through 4 tomorrow morning. The Main Street and Riverside ramps close at 2 this afternoon and reopen Wednesday. The La Crosse Center ramp closes Tuesday and the Market Square ramp closes Wednesday. And overnight street repainting is also underway across the city, and that's expected to wrap up by May 29th. Permit holders can park in any of the other ramps that are open during the time your ramp is closed. Reporting live in La Crosse, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Onalaska High School is honoring a fallen Marine. 19-year-old Michael McMahon, a former student athlete, died during a training exercise at Camp Pendleton in March. He's now joining the school's Wall of Honor alongside alumni who gave their lives in service to this country.
When we put the 9 up there back in 2014, I believe, we hoped that we wouldn't have another night like this, but obviously we're very proud of his service and his sacrifice. We get to choose how we honor him, and we're going to do that by how we carry ourselves and live our lives and how we treat each other.
After high school, he played college football at Concordia University before feeling called to serve his country. Dogs taking center stage in Georgia this weekend, leaping, diving, and racing at the annual Paws Fest in Marietta. The free 2-day event featured dock diving competitions. You see one diving off right there. That includes Big Air Extreme, Vertical, and Speed Retrieve, drawing dog owners from across Metro Atlanta. At least they got to cool off in the pool, right?
Yeah, tell me about it, right?
They would need that.
Yeah, as I said before, Oz and Paws. We get right into the forecast there today, though. Holding on to mild conditions once again, 70s widespread in the forecast. Leading into how this all shapes up, we have an alert day, so we're at a slight risk of severe weather, most of which will be damaging winds. That'll be for all areas, 10 p.m. all the way to 2 a.m. overnight into your Tuesday. We'll also see as we get into it, temperatures for tomorrow considerably drop. We'll hold on to 60s mostly and some upper 50s to low 50s on all up to the north along I-94. Leading into this, though, 79 degrees today, 65 degrees tomorrow with a 50% chance of showers. Dry for Wednesday. Thursday, we have overnight showers turning into possible showers coming in for your Friday and storms as well. Then we go for a break on Saturday with possible overnight storms leading into Sunday as another break. And then Memorial Day, looks like rainfall.
More rain. We're getting our spring showers now, I guess.
Pretty much.
A little bit late. Thank you for that, Art. Thank you for waking up with us. We'll see you back here today at noon.